It's all about food. There's been a lot of food-related questions like what can you eat and what not. I think I saw a comment, somebody saying that they're craving for sashimi, So let's talk about what we can eat and what you frown upon, Dr. Lee.
Sure. Food craving is does occur in some women. I tell you, in the past, I have a husband who complained to me, my wife just want to eat Hainanese chicken rice. Where am I going to get Hainanese chicken rice in the middle? I'm talking to you, this is in the 70s. So I said, go to Mandarin Hotel Chatterbox. So, yeah, true. There are people who just crave for something. And even in the textbooks, people crave to smell wood dust and all this. So, I think the psychic emotions change, your sensory perception change. I think a little craving, controllable, manageable, I think is fine. But to be craving for a certain thing like ice cream and all this all along, I think is bad. Now, are food healthy in Singapore? I would say, compared to in the 60s and 70s, where all the hawkers centers are graded A, B, C, D, we are in a very fortunate situation. That I think, even because now all of us are working, you cannot be going home to cook, So you have to eat in the hawker centers, and if you had a meeting outside, so anywhere nearby. So eating outside food in Singapore, I think is fine. In the olden days, they will cook at home and bring the food in the tingkat to the factory or to the office. I think gone are those days. So food cravings, controllable, and watch your weight, that's all.
Okay, we move on right now to the next slide. We want to ask, can we eat durian during pregnancy?
Okay, I'm a durian lover.
Yeah.
Yes, you can eat durian if it.
Yay! All the durian lovers go, yay!
You say fruits are okay in pregnancy, so durian is a fruit, so it should be okay. However, durian is very fattening, so you really put on a lot of weight. So be careful when you take durian. So and some people are really crazy with durian. I mean, they can eat morning, day, and night durian, and then forget about eating the other healthy food. So you must have a balanced diet in pregnancy, but durian is okay.
So you must have a balanced diet because you need a lot of nutrition when you're pregnant. Our next slide will present to you all the good stuff we need while we're pregnant. Do you recommend supplements?
Okay.
For pregnant women?
Yes, I do. Let me tell you a story. I have friends, that was many years ago, even from Australia. So we asked them, do you use supplements? They say, no, we have a lot of meat. We don't need supplements. We have kangaroo, cattle, sheep, and all this. And yet, many countries have the same thing in Europe and in UK. You find that if you tend to just eat meat, then you miss out on all the other aspects of the supplements, which is in front of you. The 5, I put down 4 as most important. Folic acid to prevent miscarriage, and again, in certain communities, they have a high incidence of neural tube defects or spinal defects. So folic is very important. Iron, because you need it for formation of blood cells for yourself and for the baby. Protein for all the muscles and all this, and calcium for your cartilage and your breast milk and all this, and your bones. So you need basically these 4. But again, you find that if you look around, if you go to NTUC or you talk to people, there are lots more supplements. And the argument has always been, or if I take a lot of, let's say, beef steak and all this, my iron should be high. But if you do a blood test in your first trimester of pregnancy, and say you eat the same stuff throughout, you're very sure you have taken enough food, meat, raw iron, ikan bilis and all this. By the time you reach your 3rd trimester, I would say more than 60 to 70% of you, your hemoglobin count is going to be low if you do not take iron, calcium, and folic supplements. So my take is, although we are in a developed country, not underdeveloped country, please take your iron supplements, calcium, the basics, iron, calcium, and now I think people add on fish oil for the brain and for the eyesight. By all means. So my take is please take your supplements.